my crazy law of attraction story of how I manifested $11,000 in 11 days. So look, y'all know when it comes to manifestation, I am the queen of all things. I have done it all. I have, you know, washed my hands with cinnamon crystals. I write affirmations. I listen to meditations. I do all kind of stuff. I pray, I fast, I do the whole nine. I do digital vision boards. I do physical vision boards, like the whole 9 yards. The girl does everything when it comes to visualization and everything. Anyway, backstory. I did some work earlier this year and I had not gotten paid for it, right? So this isn't just like I just pulled $11,000 out of thin air, but it is kind of like I pulled $11,000 out of thin air. I did some work earlier this year that I hadn't gotten paid for yet, and I was waiting for the payment to come, but I didn't know exactly when I was gonna get paid from it because it was contingent upon a whole bunch of other things without me getting into details. So I had this payment that was on the way, and it had been a couple of months, and I was like, dang, like I still haven't gotten paid from such and such. So I was like, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. So one night I was in my bed, bored as hell, and I just came up with this number, right? I had an idea of how much I was going to get paid, but I just came up with this random number, and the number was, hold on, because I pulled the picture up, $11,777.44. Check it out right here. I don't think you can see it, so I will, let's see. I don't think you can see it, so I'm gonna try to put a screenshot in the video, okay? So anyway, $11,777.44. So I decided to make this energetic deposit to myself, and I didn't know where the rest of the money was gonna come from. Honestly, the number just came out of nowhere. Like, I thought like, hey, I'm still due this money from this work that I did, but you know, I'll get it whenever I get it. If I had to just pull out a random number out of my butthole, how much money do I want to just randomly get deposited into my account? So this was on, hold on, let me look at the screenshot on my phone. This was on July 18th. July 18th, I made this energetic deposit to myself, and literally 10 days later, 10 days later, I got a deposit for 11,000, hold on, because I took a screenshot of when I got it. I got a deposit for $11,310, almost down to the dollar, y'all, like just a couple of $100 off. The wire came through for some work that I had did earlier in the year, but I actually got paid more than I was expecting, like probably double of what I was expecting to get paid. I write checks to myself. I do energetic deposits all the time, and if you want to attract more money into your life, it's just like a little fun game that you could play with yourself. Like, I write a check out to myself, and it could be for things that I fucking like service rendered, like I have my business Neira the Goat, or it could just be for something random. I will just make up a number, whatever is placed on my heart. I make this number up, and then I go and write a check to myself. And before I know it, the money is actually coming to me. And it's so funny to me because a lot of the times these numbers are just, I'm literally like pulling them out my butt. Like, seriously, pulling them out my butt. Like, I can't even tell you. So my mind was like freaking blown. So fast forward, I got the deposit, and it still didn't hit me. I got the deposit on, so I wrote that, I made the deposit, the fake, you know, energetic deposit. I made that deposit on July 18th. That money was deposited in my real bank account on July 29th. And I was, a couple of days later, I was just laying in bed, you know, thanking God, because I'm always just like in awe of when I have everything that I need. You know what I mean? This has been a really interesting and challenging year for me. But what I've learned in this year, that no matter what's going on, all of my needs are always going to be met. Like, even in my most uncomfortable seasons ever, I have never gone without food. I have never gone without a place to live. And I'm so happy and grateful. So it's like, sometimes I just lay in the bed and I just get filled with gratitude. And I have this album, this photo album on my phone that I made. It's called My Real Life. And some of it is pictures from really cool shit that I've done in my life, and then other things in it are like things that I want to attract or manifest into my life. So I might have like pictures of Greece in my phone, and I have a video of me wearing a Rolex. I went into a Rolex store one day, tried on a Rolex. I've got a video of me like flashing it on my arm. And sometimes I'll just go through that gallery when I'm in a grateful mood, and I'm just thanking God and thanking God for all of the things that have happened, all of the things that are currently going on, all of the things that will happen. And as I'm going through my pictures, I run across this screenshot from my energetic deposit that I made earlier in July, and I was hysterical. But this goes back to detachment. It's like you put your intention out there, whatever it is that you're looking to manifest. You want to give it some time, you want to give it some momentum and energy. So you might visualize it, or you might say a couple of affirmations about it, but then you just go about your regular life and you just live, and you take any divinely inspired actions that might go along with that, right? So I just kind of made this energetic deposit and I let it go. I mean, I knew that the money was gonna come from this work that I had did earlier in the year at some point in time, but at the same time, I had no idea when it was gonna come, but I knew that they were gonna pay me. So as I'm going through the photos and I see the energetic deposit, I was just laughing hysterical. I had to call my friend Monique, and we were just tickled because I do these things all the time. And what's so crazy is, like, just like everybody else, like, I've been into manifestation for sure, like intentional manifestation, for over 10 years now. And just like anybody else, I can come up with an idea or something that I want to manifest or bring forth into my life, and then I can sometimes be a little doubtful, or I can sometimes be a little worried too, just like everybody else. And I might be worrying or complaining a little bit or whatever, and I'm telling you, it's like whenever I saw this screenshot, I was just reminded of God's promises, always reminding me, like, girl, what you worried for? What are you worried about? What, like, you've already put the intention out there. I supply all of your needs. What is the worry? So I'm gonna make another video because my camera's about to die, but I'm gonna make another video to show you guys how I make my energetic deposits into my spiritual bank account. I would be so happy to share this with you. I kind of mentioned it on my podcast, and one of my listeners was like, girl, you gotta make a video to show people how to do this. So video is coming next, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Get you some Manifest with Nee merch on my website, neirathegoat.com, or on Etsy, and I will see you in the next video.